But if you close your eyes,
Hey guys, welcome to an interesting video by Maximus. So today we're back with more Injustice Gods Among Us. Today I'm going to be doing the Justice League Wonder Woman Nightmare boss fight. And I just finished, not just finished, but I was recording it halfway, and then the program suddenly crashed, so I'm just going to have to do it again. But basically, I've said that I've been away for a while because I was preparing for a national exam that was just over today. So now that that's over, I'm back. And also want to let you guys know that I did get the Astro Force gear in the previous multiplayer season. Just ended a couple of days ago, as you guys can see over here. I did rank in top 2% and get 2 copies. Although that was pointless having 2 copies, but yeah, so I will be I don't know, probably maybe upgrading it at the end of the video and doing some tests with it, with Justice League Wonder Woman maybe. Who knows what we'll do. But we will be doing the challenge. So well, so I will be having a future video coming up soon on the Astro Force gear after I figure out what it's all about. So today can sort of be like a first look sort of video with Justice League Wonder Woman. So we have Special 1 and 2 Disabled and Radiation. Whoa, that's a whole load of modifiers. So basically you're not really going to have specials, and you're going to have radiation. And alright, so let's take a look at our opponents. We have Regime and Justice League Wonder Woman. So they're not they're both at level 40. So we have Elite 4 Regime Wonder Woman, 22k attack and 51k health, in addition to an Elite 5 Justice League Wonder Woman with 54k attack and 166k health. So we're gonna have to maybe do something a bit different because we do have those modifiers on. So I'm gonna put in Arkham Knight, the Arkham Knight, and Rebirth Jessica Cruz, because our specialist Arkham Knight Batman not gonna come in that handy for this particular fight. We're also gonna put in Bounty Hunter Lobo right here. So just to refresh myself with his passive, because I've never used him in a number of months. Lobo performs special 2, enemy cannot tag out until dot runs its course. Alright. I don't even think I'll be using Lobo in the actual fight, but let's just jump right in. So, strategy is to use Arkham Knight, the Arkham Knight, to try to basic attack down everybody, although that did not go so well the first time. Alright, so there we go. Justice League Wonder Woman is in, and we're going to unload on her with our basic attacks, and this should not be a problem. Shield Toss connects. However, we do block, break, and basic attack her for the easy victory in the final fight, which is the Nightmare boss fight. So, we do obtain another copy of Justice League Wonder Woman as well as her sword and shield. So, of course, we have done it the maximum amount of times. And let's head over into the store and collection, and actually not there. Promote, I was at the right place. So let's promote Justice League Wonder Woman up to Elite 5. So as you guys can see, I do have Flashpoint Batman, Rebirth Raven, and Justice League Wonder Woman not at Elite 7 yet. And those are the only couple of characters that I'm missing that have not been Elite 7 yet. I do have enough cash now, but I'm kind of saving it just in case, you know, any packs or whatnot comes in. And yeah. So, let's next upgrade our gear. So we do have the Astro Force gear here, and same as all the other 4-star gears, we do take all shards to actually do it, but we are running low on green shards and blue shards for that matter. So, we're gonna shatter some stuff and then we'll go through the abilities. So, see what we have here. So let's see Arcane Wand. Alright, got a ton of blue shards right there. Alright, we do need some green ones though. So, Comically Long Pistol. Gonna shatter that. For more blue shards. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, we got a ton of demonic cloaks, and alright, that gives blue and green. That's great. So let's shatter a couple of those from all those Raven challenges we've been doing. Alright, there we go. What does Demon Blade give? No green shards, so we're not gonna waste time on that. a ton of energy lances actually. Right, this is gonna take too much time. Let's see. Infernal Symbol gives blue shards. Right, we got a ton of Kandak Garb. Alright, that's the combination that we like. So let's quickly get rid of our Kandak Royal Garb in exchange for some shards. I think we're gonna need quite a ton of green shards. I've not upgraded gears in a long time. So I can't remember how much a 4-star gear takes to upgrade to maximum. So let's just, shatter a couple of more to be safe. Um, got a couple, not a couple, a ton of Kryptonian rifles. I'm not even sure why. We have not been doing. I mean, there's no like Zot challenges or whatever. So, all right. Oh, we got a ton of Lazarus formula, and that gives our magical combination. So, I think we'll just shatter these as I talk. So, um, in case you guys do not know yet, the Astro Force gear does have some unique abilities. So, but however, when you actually compare it, it actually seems really good at first, but it isn't really that good after all. Of course, it can be really, really useful in certain situations, but um, most of the time it may not be as good as it seems. So first is the electric dot, which does, as I found out, carry over to opponents, unlike the Ibis stick. The Ibis stick used to be able to carry over to opponents, but after one of the updates, I can't remember which one, it doesn't anymore. But this electricity damage does, but the problem with that is that the electricity damage is so low that it doesn't really matter. As in, the dot, of course, is useful and all, but it's not a significant amount, and it won't be the deciding factor, or is not the strongest point of the gear that we're talking about. So, we also have the invulnerability of the gear, and I think that that is the best part of the gear itself. The gear gives invulnerability at 100% health, 50% health, and like one more threshold that I am not sure of. I will check that out later, anyways. So, the last ability of the gear is one that I forgot. So we're gonna have to wait for us to share all these. This should be way more than enough. So let's get over to the gear itself, and we're gonna upgrade it, of course. And the lesson is, oh yeah, the lethal thing. So I had a hard time understanding what that meant until I read the explanation for it, which is why I can't really remember how to explain it. So, anyways, let's just go to the updates first. Upgrades first. So it adds 0.3% of the dot damage, the dot damage per upgrade, and now it went to 0.2%. Alright, that's weird, but okay, and it adds 1.2% for the lethal hit chance, as well as the max health at the same time, and now it went up to 0.3% for the lethal hit thing. So I'm not sure what's going on, but it does change as it goes per upgrade, because altogether when you add together, I think it adds to 0.5. So every 2 upgrades. So you take, of course, all these items to add the new ability, which is the invulnerability. So we do have our Astro Harness right now, and we're just gonna quickly upgrade it to full. So again, it's 0.3 or 0.2 and 1.3 or 1.2. Meanwhile, the invulnerability at 1%, and it adds 0.2 seconds per upgrade, and the 1% I perceive, I don't even know what the 1% is supposed to be. I mean, it's not even a chance, it's just the amount of time, so I don't know what's the plus 1% mean, but oh well. So this is the final level, and we got it maxed out. So at its final form, 5 stars plus 10, on any special attack applies electric dot, dealing 10% of the special damage for 5 seconds. And the reason why this is so terrible is because it's not of your opponent's health, it's because it's of your special damage. So you do have to have really high special damage, and even if you do, I realize that it never does as much as like the Ibis stick or even the Lexcarp helmet, so it really is not that good. So the second ability is really, really interesting, and I did have some problems understanding what it did, so I'm gonna try to explain it to you guys, and hopefully you guys can understand. So on lethal hit, 75% chance to trigger power shield that will absorb up to 40% of max health. So basically it means that if your opponent should knock you out, like you have a couple percent health left and the opponent, let's say, basic attacks you and you should be knocked out, there's a 75% chance that you will not be, but instead you will sort of have 40% of your health back. So it's sort of like a revive from what I understand. Uh, and that's how it works, I guess, if you guys actually understood. But of course, there's a 25% chance that this will happen at all, and everything will just be normal. So yeah. So I think the most interesting part of the gear is the 5-second invulnerability at 100% health, 50% health, and 10% health. Although take note that the 10% health can be you can be killed without triggering the 10% health shield, much like how you can kill Raven without triggering the health switch. You can kill your opponent with Astro Harness without triggering the 10% invulnerability, because your health does have to hit 10% for the shield to activate, and same for 50%. Although I doubt you can kill your opponent's 50% health in one hit, unless you're using a gold, a fire, bronze, that kind of thing. But in normal multiplayer battles, I don't think you'll be able to do that easily. But you can bypass the 10% health. And the 5 seconds invulnerability is basically, I think, equivalent to John Stewart Green Lantern's passive, except that it can trigger 3 times for a single person. So let's check out his passive for 4 seconds. Well, this is actually one step up. Like, it's better than his passive. Except that you do have to use a gear slot on it. So yeah, pros and cons everywhere. So I don't know. Let's just jump into a battle with Justice League Wonder Woman. Are we in a battle? I don't think we are. So right. So Justice League Wonder Woman is right here. So her passive, in case you guys didn't already know, is Justice League Fury. So when Wonder Woman activates a special attack or a super move, her Justice League teammates receive power, which is any form of Superman, Batman, The Flash, Green Lantern, Aquaman, Martian Manhunter, Cyborg, and Wonder Woman herself. So, Green Lantern does include John Stewart Green Lantern. I don't think Red Lantern Hal Jordan gains power because he already gains power by himself. Flash does include Reverse Flash and Metahuman the Flash. So, I suppose let's just get into some test fights and equip the Astro Harness. See how it works. What else should we give Wonder Woman? So, let's give her our own sword and shield. Yeah, stun chance and special wound. Give her some basic attacks. Let's give her the mutated bone spikes. Alright, there we go. So, not sure who to put her with. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did recently get Injustice to Superman to Elite X. In addition to Arkham Knight, the Arkham Knight Batman, and Rebirth Jessica Cruz, which is the team that I use. This is the team that I use to play multiplayer now because I don't have an Elite X Reverse Flash, so I kind of replaced him with a Rebirth Jessica Cruz. Didn't really have a choice there, so yeah, I had to be replaced until I actually bothered to play a season for Reverse Flash, which probably is never. I don't know. Let's put in. We need people who can actually get buffed. So let's put in Injustice to Superman. And maybe let's put in a Batman. Let's put in the Trinity. So let's sort by name. And we don't want to put in Arkham Knight Batman. Maybe let's switch things up a little bit and put in Blackest Night Batman. So gotta refresh myself on the passive. So gotta give him some basic attacks. Let's give him the Blade of the War God. And I don't know. I don't even know what to give him. Seriously. The League of Assassins Blade. Alright, nothing good there. I'm thinking Enchantress. So let me just put in Enchantress. And let's give Superman maybe some special gear. Or got special 1 in. More special 1 in. Secret Fourth World. Oh, that's special 2. Not that. Alright, that looks good. Let's put in 2-piece fourth wheel, because why not? Can't really think of good gear combinations, and this mirror match could be a little bit irritating. Right, so here is our shield. There's the invulnerability. So we do gain power when invulnerable, so you can make use of that. Whoa. Don't want to get hit by that, though. So let's get off the shield toss and let everybody gain power. So there is the stun, and Superman gonna swoop in and finish the job. And does take away the other Superman's Kryptonian fortitude. Alright. So let's get in Batman, who's gonna start unloading on Superman. Alright, there we go. Getting a good amount of damage in there. We're gonna get off necrotic energy, and Superman eliminated, and Batman takes out himself as well. So that was pretty simple, I should say. So I'm gonna try to focus a little bit more on Justice League Wonder Woman. Alright, this should be overkill. Right, so Green Lantern now. Trying to get something off. Alright. So get off the shield toss, which is blocked. Right, does trigger the energy shield, and there is electricity. So let's see how much damage it does. 130. Yeah, so that's a measly amount of damage. Although Wonder Woman is only Elite 5, so I guess you can take that into account. So again, let's take a look. Electricity does carry over to Green Lantern, and I forgot. Green Lantern blocked, so the damage on electricity is reduced because our special damage was reduced by that block. So that's why it was that low. But still, I think that that isn't really a good value. Damage value, I mean. So Lobo trying to get something off. Alright, Lobo's at 1 bar, so we're gonna start blocking. Hook charge blocked. Alright, Lobo gonna get into a combo, but we're gonna get off our shield toss. So there's the electricity for 521. Alright, that isn't too bad, but it's bad. So that isn't high enough in my opinion. So let's get rid of Silver Wonder Woman, and that lets our Justice League teammates already hit 2 bars. So let's try to get rid of Lobo and the Flash. Alright, the Flash. Gonna get hit with Enchantress, and we're gonna just basic attack him out. So there we go. So that's sort of what the Astro Hunters works. That's sort of how it works. So yeah, the invulnerability is quite useful, but not always. Of course, we couldn't see lethal hit unless we try to get ourselves killed. But the electricity isn't too good. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video, and goodbye.